Hello, everybody out there in internet land. It is I, the Robert. It is Monday. That means we gripe about going into the week with work and then forget about it by playing this amazing game that is Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Not only that, we're playing through the first adventure in adventure anthology known as Claws of the Tyrant. That is Graveland Survivors. And, yeah. What's an anthology? It's a group of stories. What's an adventure anthology? It's a group of adventures in the same book.
This guy knows definitions.
What's a
of
book?
Words.
What's a book?
Yeah, keep going. How
Like the
far can you
internet's
take
on
this?
paper.
It's like a Wikipedia rabbit hole, but out loud.
What is the origin of book?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what is a book but a paper hot dog?
Whoa.
Blew my mind.
Whoa.
Yeah, the words
Why are-
of the
why are your book
ketchup and
covers made
relish
of
and
buns?
stuff.
Anything's edible if you put your teeth to it.
Yeah.
We're playing through the first adventure, Graveland Survivors, as I said. It's written by Alexander Agunas. This is a survival horror that follows a low-level party of ordinary people surviving through the Gravelands because some shit went down. After 900 years of peace and prosperity in the kingdom of Lastwall, it all got shot to hell. The wizard lich known as Tarbafon escaped his vault, and using a thing called the Radiant Fire. Yes, it is called the Radiant Fire, I think. Yeah, Radiant Fire. We'll run with that. Nobody fact check that unless I'm right. It brought hundreds of thousands of undead from Lake Encarthen and the depths of the soil to rise and destroy every little last bit of Lastwall. Almost. Except for the survivors here in Mordesh's crypt. But more about that later. I just want to tell you all that this is, like all our shows, adults only. So you can expect strong language, dark themes, gallows humor, the occasional deeply unnecessary joke about anatomy. But we're all consenting adults here, meaning that we've already consented our ear holes to these terrible, terrible jokes. So, yeah. Let's go around the table and introduce yourselves, your characters. Let's go. Dylan, start us off. Yeah.
What up?
Hi.
My name's Dylan. I am playing Gaston, the human ranger, and his animal companion, the tiger Rupert. Next, Tim. I was not instructed
Nailed
to
it.
say anything else besides that, so cut myself off.
That's an Iron Shanks thing to do, who's I'm playing, because it's Tim. Iron Shanks used to be another guy, but then his soul got shoved into this robot golem construct something. We'll find out what that means as we go. Jacob.
Yeah, I am Jacob playing Rote. As we found out last time, I assume you found out last time, I am playing a commander. A rat folk commander. Okay. Now we must read the CTAs, and because I'm reading it, you don't get a normal voice, so you're welcome. Okay, so what do we do today?
Denizens of the internet and overworld. Want to support our small studio? Share us with friends or joining our Discord is free. We hang out, talk nerdy, and even run games together. Also, if you hit us up in the Discord or any of our socials with hashtag StickerMeDaddy, one of us will ship you a free sticker pack filled with art of our own designs. If you want to get more involved, check out our Stream Loots page. Play cards that shake up the stream with hazards, bonuses, and wild effects. You get a booster pack with your church sub too. You can also toss in bits. For 500 player of your choice gets an obol, and 1,000 triggers a secret random encounter table. That's it.
All right.
I think we
That
need clips of that, all of your voices saying "Sticker Me Daddy."
Yeah, there you go.
Just like a compilation of just
Yeah.
Sticker Me Daddy and all his voices.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. At the end of the year, we're gonna vote on Jacob's best CTA voice also.
Oh
There we
boy.
go.
Keep a mental note so you don't rerun any of them.
Or you can. Maybe it'll I don't know, maybe it'll turn into actual characters. Or something. Be kind of fun. Yeah. I think that's it. I don't have a lot to talk about. So are you all ready to
Live
by the
by
die?
by the die and die by the
Die by the
die.
die.
Yeah. Last time on Echoes of Death and Steel, 6 years of survival beneath U.S. hope came to a brutal end. The group gathered in the Sepulchre to lay Dame Talia Gildar to rest. Rockville was chiseling her epitaph given to her by Iron Shanks. Remind us again what the epitaph was?
I got it. She was born with a sword in hand and died defending her kin.
Yeah, dope. The Querulous Quartet struggled to compose the dirge. Constant Russie delivered her eulogy and was attacked as her corpse rose from her sarcophagus mid-sermon and tore out his throat before anybody could react. Gaston wrote Iron Shanks and O'Puff put down both of their fallen leaders. For Dame Talia, not once, but twice. But shortly after that, you all emerged to find the survivors in a bit of a division, fractured and arguing about what to do next and how to proceed. Especially now that Constant was gone, their magical gruel is no longer available, as he had been casting it every day to provide some sustenance to the rest of the group. Though through sheer force of will, you all essentially managed to kind of hold things together. You convinced all of the NPCs but the Querulous Quartet and Rockville to leave and just figure out where to go. Your direction to the closest settlement, the coastal town of Volumus. Lake Coast? The lake town? Lakes have coasts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But before you all left, you
Actually-
decided... What? God, what? Tell me how
Nothing.
much of an idiot I am.
No. I was definitely thinking shore when you
Sure.
said coast, and was like super confident, and then also backed into unsureness. Anyway, keep going.
Lakeshore? Lakeshore, that
Yeah.
sounds better than Lake Coast.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody understands what coastline means.
Yeah.
All right. Where was I? So after realizing that you couldn't really convince the Querulous Quartet or Rockville to move forward, you kind of instructed everybody to kind of, no, not really. Everybody agreed to kind of just get some rest for the night and leave first thing in the morning. Before that, though, what's your name? Iron Shanks investigated Constance's room, found a scarlet chest, and within it the lung bloodstone of Erasni, a relic of terrifying importance. Shortly after discovering it, he brought Rote and then Gaston into the secret fold as fellow Crimson Keepers, as they are called, realizing that they have a lot more at stake than they originally thought in just surviving and getting to Volumus. They needed to escort this bloodstone to Volumus and return it to fellow Crimson Keepers there. So we're going to say that you all end up finding a decent night's rest. And do you guys have any dreams? Any dreams happening here in the crypt? The last night in the crypt? Ooh, good question for Einshanks, huh?
Yeah.
The construct
Dude.
Does he?
Dude,
dream?
Robots leave, dreamer of
Yeah.
electric sheep.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Any dreams for Rote?
I
don't know. I feel like Rote is a little too scattered to remember his dreams.
Fair. Fair enough.
I think Ironshanks has like previous battles that Merrick never experienced that kind of play in his head sometimes.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Old battles against large undead armies.
Well, would he see like Merrick fighting next to him weirdly? Like who is this guy?
I don't know.
Kind of like that idea.
Yeah.
Don't know. What about Gaston?
Yeah, I think Gaston has some bad dreams about mostly just this recap that you went over. Standing in the sepulcher and standing at the back of the room and watching Dame Talia reanimate, bite Constance's neck out. Probably sees that over and over. He got bit by Constance, so that's playing over in his mind, just kind of that, his brain processing that and committing it to memory in some weird sleep way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, Gaston wakes up.
Yes, he starts awake. He lets out a choked cry as he sits up and he looks around blankly in this dark room. Eventually, he blinks away the sleep and he focuses down to see Rupert uncurling his long body. And Rupert emits a little tired growl of annoyance. Gaston says, "Sorry, boy. Fucking awful dreams." He turns over, slowly shifting in his uncomfortable excuse for a bed. He arches his spine and reflexively pulls his shoulders back. And the sudden burst of anguish from Constance's bite causes him to wince and grab the bandaged shoulder. The wound feels hot, and despite the darkness, the surrounding skin is bright red. He hisses sharply in reaction to the pain, causing Rupert to jerk up, face him with fiery eyes. Whoa, easy boy. It's just me. Gaston stands and stretches gingerly this time, taking care not to tear the soft flesh any further. Rupert yawns and lays his head on a furry paw, intentionally extending its claws and eyeing Gaston in challenge. Gaston dismissively waves a hand at his companion, ending this nonverbal conversation. Gaston's long beard and hair are wild and messy from sleep and 6 years of underground living. He runs his fingers through the unruly tangles, battling them for some semblance of order. Eventually, he accepts defeat and looks around the Spartan living quarters of the last 6 years. They replay in his mind. He freezes suddenly and darts over to Constance's copy of the Acts of Iomade, which he took from his remains. He hastily opens it, flipping to a seemingly random page, and begins reading, slowly pacing in the tiny room. His eyes flow steadily over the words, then narrow in confusion, and eventually grow serious with understanding. He snaps the book shut, drops it on the bed, expressionless and stiff. Slowly, he reaches into an inner pocket of his threadbare shirt. Pulling out a weathered scrap of parchment, he holds it away from his body, pinching it delicately with 2 fingers. Rupert has lifted his head again. The fire in his eyes has melted to sadness. Gaston meets the tiger's gaze and smiles, though the sadness is mirrored in his own eyes. "One last time, boy. Then he'll be gone. We'll finally let him go." Gaston breaks eye contact with Rupert and takes one deep breath as he opens the yellowed parchment. It's apparent that this is a practice act, perfected through countless repetitions. With the page open to its full size, Gaston holds the scrap in both hands, and he reads,
Greetings, my old friend. I hope this letter finds you well and in good health, as I humbly request your assistance once more. First, I must make you aware that my son, who I'm sure by now you've no doubt noticed, is an imbecile. He has no inkling what these packages and notes contained, and if you attempt to gain any clarification from him, he would show you the human limit of ineptitude. He is, thankfully, capable of carrying things and moving them far away from Cheliax, which benefits me greatly, as he can both complete this errand and be well out of our way for the next ritual. Please, have patience enough that he may still return to me with your reply. While better errand boys are available, I must make use of this dolt. Moving on, the important matters, as you know. My other sons have been working diligently to restore the glory of the Hemmingstone name. Their past rituals have been extraordinarily successful, and surely word of these accomplishments will have...
The words end against a tear in the paper, which is now smooth with age. Will Arnaud, you can rest easy knowing that your sixth son has met his end. And so can I. He lowers one hand to his side and pulls from his pocket a single crooked match. He ignites it with a flick of his thumbnail, and as it flares, he smiles widely. For an instant, light and shadow fight one another on the landscape of his face, morphing his features into that of a devil. He holds the flame under the dry parchment, watching as the hot orange glow catches and immediately devours the page in its entirety. He blows the ashes off his hands, brushing them twice against his shirt. Looking down, he pulls a dagger from his hip. Turns it over in his hands as he contemplates it silently, thinking back to a time years ago when he held the same dagger in a moment of crisis. With his other hand, he slowly and almost subconsciously reaches to his neck, touching the Iomedaean's holy symbol that only yesterday belonged to Dame Talia. After a few moments of stillness, he decisively raises the blade above his head and begins to cut away his hair and beard. As he does so, Rupert begins to purr, a sound he has not heard in 6 years.
Nice. Give yourself a noble for that.
Oh, thank you.
I just gave it to
I'm gonna fucking need that.
Good stuff. What do you do after that? You might hear the sound of people kind of gathering their things in the main hallway, out of their rooms and kind of just shuffling around. Everybody else would hear this too. So let's go to kind of that gathering hall here. See who's there. Oh, here. My bad. Switch the scene. There we are. All right.
Yeah, I envision that happening relatively earlier in the morning, so Gaston is probably up and out. Having been pre-packed from the night before, all of his goods. He has barely anything. Nobody has anything down here. But he's collected all of his belonging that he's going to take with him and has been sitting in the common area, just kind of meditating with his new short hair and cropped beard. Surprisingly handsome and looking much better off. His hair, gave himself a pretty good haircut for the first time cutting it with a dagger, so.
Cool.
It's just hanging out.
That's how you get that extra volume.
All the split ends.
That's why dwarves' beards look so good. It's an underground thing.
Dagger shears.
Yeah. Clan dagger. It's actually built-in grooming kit when we go.
Oh, it's in the grooming kit?
No, I'm saying the clan dagger is a dwarven grooming kit. I get that.
Got it.
Everyone gets it.
I think Rote would have gotten up early as well and would have gone out to the main area and likely... So I assume, based off earlier descriptions, that Ironshanks would have slept or in some capacity rested. But would Ironshanks be up early?
Yes. Yeah, he doesn't sleep very much.
So Rote would have approached you. Before we head out, because I don't know what it looks like. I was thinking that we have the we can draw the map from here to Volumis, but also perhaps we could sketch out the town and sort of decide on the best routes going forward, assuming we don't have to scurry about to avoid the potential horde.
It's an excellent idea. I think I saw some paper in Constance's room.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I was only in town for a couple of days, so I don't remember the layout very well. Right. I'll turn and go see if I can scrounge the paper out of Constance's room, like some paper and charcoal or something, so I can work on drawing a map.
Yeah, you do so.
Awesome. Yeah. So with Iron Shank's help, because I have no idea. I have a rough idea what the square looked like because I spent time there. I want to try to sketch out a map of the town, and then paper allowance sketch out a general map of the countryside so that we kind of have an idea of how to get through the town and then how to get to Volumis.
Of course. So if the lake is here, the fort is here. And he points to a certain area. I think the castle construction site was here.
Okay.
And there was not a castle or a large fort when you were up there. It's like, yes, and large roads were in this area. As he's talking, like any of your traveling in the area, it is clearly outdated.
I don't know if Rote would really realize.
Okay.
He's been in here. I think you'd probably see his face squint a couple times, like that doesn't quite seem right, but he trusts you, so he's just filling it out.
Yeah, I guess for Robert's reference, it looks nothing like the city does today. Clearly what it looked like hundreds of years ago.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, maybe Herdaw and actually probably maybe Garrig is looking at the map you've drawn. He's like, this doesn't look like you was hope at all.
What?
Yeah, this,
Are we missing things? I'd only been here for a couple of days. When we had to come down, I really don't remember much of the town outside of the square.
he kind of looks between you and Iron Shanks, and he's like, well,
we have more paper.
Hold on. He says he kind of reaches his hand out to grab the pencil, or the pencil, I guess. And then he kind of starts to draw a little bit around and on top of what you've got. And he says, I see. There's the crypt. This is what it looked like maybe when you were last active. Yeah, this is the tree. He points to the tree that was kind of used as the marker around town. This is where the barn is. This is crypt. This is the town center. He kind of looks over his shoulder. Gaston.
Yes.
Come look at this map.
Yes, I was somewhat paying attention, but I couldn't contribute, so I decided to stay out of it.
What do you mean? You've gone out there with me on scouting missions. Look.
Yes, but beyond, they had that area fine.
There. Well,
But sorry.
this is he kind of lays out the perimeter of the town as you guys had scouted it out, and he kind of marks where he remembers there being the last largest concentration of undead. And the way he's kind of drawing it and pointing it out, maybe he's like aggressively pointing with the pencil. You can't come north, it's infested. South also. I think we're just gonna have to be we're gonna be naturally funneled through U.S. Hope, the town center anyways. But we need to talk about what happens after we leave U.S. Hope. Also, right?
Yes. Yeah, we do.
If we're heading to Volumus, I think we've got two options. Either through the plains. It's quite barren, but it's the shortest route. It's about 60 miles. Or we can follow the Pines Flow River south as it feeds directly into Lake and Carthen. And then we can head eastward up towards Volumus. It'd take longer, but it's probably maybe a little safer.
Well,
With their
with-
water being there, we might find more game, I suppose.
I would certainly argue that we go the longer routes. I suppose that introduces more opportunity for danger, but we have a lot of non-combatants traveling with us. So the safer the route, and also, frankly, as you mentioned, the resources would be very important. We don't, as far as I know,
And I just kind of look around the table at the 4 individuals gathered here now.
as far as I know, Constance was the only source that could conjure food, which means we must scavenge now.
Jono and Yaluba kind of pipe up and they say that, well, we'd be able to help out in whatever way we can. We know either areas, both routes quite well. We know the game trails in either direction. Can help with that, but yes.
Be
Um,
very helpful, but how do we have any means of taking down any game? I have my swords here, but some daggers, nothing to shoot anything. It's a problem for out there, I suppose, but something to think about.
With all of us, at least between my husband and I, she kind of gestures to Jono. We've taken down game at least 3 times as big as us. If we can find it, we can take it down.
If
Suppose-
you, well, if we're moving through town, we could also likely pick up some bows.
Water would also
True.
be a concern. The river does seem the best option.
Heard us as we might find there might be some stores left over at Hope's Breath Inn. Maybe. She kind of shrugs.
Well, I don't suppose the undead have much interest in dead flesh. I imagine your salted beefs would be fine.
Justola kind of reaches up to Herda, her son, and she says, "When are we leaving, Mom? I want to leave. I want to see the outside." And Herda says, "Shh, it's okay. We'll head out soon. It's just we have to be very careful, Justola. These people are going to protect us. It's very dangerous." And he's like, okay. And Marco says, "I can help protect you too, Justola. Don't worry." You see, he's got like a staff that he's been training with, or like a wooden sword or something.
To see if we can't find you a proper blade in town as well. Just have to be careful not to slice your own hand off.
Never.
Foreshadowing. Chekhov's hand slice.
Okay. You're gonna slice your hand off.
Well, Garrett kind of just, where do you? It sounds like you're leaning towards taking us through the long route. Yeah, is that where we're going? Looks to your route.
Rope kind of like looks around, tries to gauge everybody. Really was really not prepared. People were like, "Oh, hey, this is the leader." It's like, "Oh, well, great." Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. It's the safest. Longer is high is more dangerous, of course, but we need food and water. And that is almost as dangerous as the undead, I think, because the undead can end things very quickly. But as we found out down here, food can, well, starvation is another form of torture, I suppose. And I prefer everyone actually gets to eat.
I specifically look at the Kitsune family, who are emaciated.
Yeah. As you look at them, you hear Marco's belly growl as a young adolescent growing. He kind of like gets in the way of your gaze as you stare past him.
Yeah, it takes the focus.
Yeah, it takes the focus away from them. He's like, oh, just rubbing his tummy. You see Rockville kind of heft her pack over her shoulder, and she says, I'll follow you all out, but I'm gonna leave ahead of you.
How does that work?
Oh, I'll just...
Semantics. Never mind, I apologize.
When we open the door, I'm going to leave ahead of you.
Okay.
She kind of shakes her head. I do wish you all the best of luck, though.
What's your plan after you investigate your shop?
She shrugs. She's like, I'll probably head to Volumus too, but just don't like the idea of traveling with such a large group. I think I'd fare better alone.
Iron Shanks will head over to her and get way too close. Mm. I disagree with your plan, but here, and takes his shield, because he now has Dame Talia's on his arm.
Oh, dope.
Hands it to her.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
You know how to use this.
She nods. She's like, yes, I do.
Excellent. He leaves.
There's Rockville.
He nods, turns around, and walks away.
She nods back. Thank you, Iron Shanks. You notice that the Querulous Quintet have been... Sorry, Quartet. They've been kind of just like... They don't look happy, but it looks like they're kind of dug into their choice, their decision to stay. Just eyeing you guys kind of up and down. Bicky and Clever kind of just like maybe kicking some debris around, looking sad. Crassian's just like got his nose turned up to all of you. And Elizo's kind of just looking down as you guys are having this conversation and making plans.
Yeah, I think Rote looks up at them, but really doesn't want to invite them, but also he doesn't want to condemn them to die.
Eliza.
I'm going to stand up at the table, but I'm not going all the way over there. But I'm just going to call and see if he actually looks up to engage, or if
Yeah, he'll look up.
they're not engaging.
He'll kind of look up and say, yeah.
Despite our differences, you know you can come with us. Staying here is... Well, there's only one real outcome.
He just looks at you, unblinking for a moment. He's like, I think we'll be fine, Rote. You can tell that he's putting on a good face for the rest of the band. We'll be fine. We'll be able to find food in the vicinity. Garrig and Gaston were able to return a few times with berries and such. We could definitely do that.
Well, right. If you want to change your mind, any of you have until we leave, I suppose.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Better than persuasion.
Actually, here, I'll put it in the chat for you.
Okay. Perception. Blind. I like that it defaults to blind. It makes life easier.
Okay. So you realize that he is definitely putting on a good face. He's kind of standing there with his kind of chest puffed forward and looking back at the rest of the quartet, kind of just nodding, trying to reassure them that this is the right thing to do. But you can tell that deep down he is unsure. And for as long as you've known him, he cares more about his image and his story. You think that if you were to maybe convince him that he was somehow a hero or equivalent in the eyes of at least the band, you may convince him and then potentially make it easier to convince the rest of the band to follow you guys.
Well, you know, I'm certainly not a vocalist, nor am I a writer, but I can tell you that if we can make it back to Volumus, those that make it there, songs will be written about. No one will remember those that died in the crypt.
You see him kind of like, his eyes go a little wide when you mention being remembered. And he kind of puts his finger to his chin, taps it, and you see him kind of nodding. It's like, you know what, Rote, I think you're right. I don't think we can cower here. I think with me tagging along, I think we'll have a better chance of surviving too. Kind of nods.
With you, right? These years have shown that I'm not a good member of the band, but you. And the band can raise everyone's spirits. We have a long journey ahead of us.
You're right. You're right. Go ahead and give me... Let's just see what this outcome looks like with the diplomacy check. You've already convinced him to come along. This is more for me than it is for you.
Nat 1. Leave the goblins to die.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Alright, he says, well, if I'm coming, I guess that means the rest of the band is too. Right, Crashian? Bicky? Kleb? He kind of looks over his shoulder. Bicky and Kleb kind of come to, they kind of startle at the mention of their name, and they kind of like grab each other, almost surprised at being called out. They kind of whisper to each other for a second, and then Vicky and Club, they kind of in unison say, "Ah, we're leaving now?" Eliza says, "Yes. Yes, we are. The quartet is needed. Crassian, come. Without your, without you as my backup, I don't think we'd be able to rouse the courage needed to keep this troop going." Crassian kind of tisks. He kind of looks at Vicky and Club and he shakes his head. He's like, I guess so. Ugh. They kind of get up from where they were sitting, gather the things, and move along with you. Well, band's back together. He kind of elbows you, Rote, gives you a wink.
We sure are.
I think Rote, like his tongue dries in that moment. You know, where it feels like you get dehydrated right before you puke, sort of feeling, because he felt guilt to ensure that everyone is going, but now that everyone is going, he is terrified because now there are 4 more mouths to feed, and they are not very competent in that regard. And for some reason, the responsibility of the group has fallen upon Rote. So Rote is becoming increasingly terrified as we are getting ready to head out. But with all of them, Rote would begin to kind of talk and get into details that of what current rations look like, if we have any, what rations we need to consider, what, you know, how we ration food. And it's difficult to conceptualize something when it's not physically in front of us, but he's trying to set rules and constantly looking to Iron Shanks and Gaston and even Garrug for reinforcement, because if we don't set these rules and people just grab whatever, it's not going to work. Also, Rote distinctly remembers Herda's husband reacting to sound. And we have a large group, and we have a child, we have a moody teenager, and we have goblins.
Yeah, your work's cut out for you.
So essentially, he would kind of game plan with the group over what is allowed around sound, and then what is allowed around rations. And obviously, we have to figure things out in the moment, but he would set base plans before we ready up to leave.
As you're starting to talk about rations, Iron Shanks will go, Herdor, Cook Herdor is proficient in understanding the food needs of everyone here. I can help enforce any of her rationing requirements.
Perfect. Hoda, I suppose that makes you sort of quartermaster for food.
She kind of blushes and she says, "I don't. Okay, yeah. Sure. I can cook whatever we find too." She kind of looks over at Jono and Yuluva, and they kind of give her like a reassuring nod, and she smiles and says, "Yeah, I'll help, quartermaster."
Excellent. Well, Iron Shanks, I think you and I would probably need to protect everyone. Garag
Understood.
and Gaston, you've scouted before. I feel like that could continue well, and well, Jono and your family, not only have you scouted, but I would think that primarily you are perhaps our hunters.
That's to Jono and Yuluva. Sorry.
Yes.
They both nod like yes. Yeah. We would be able to help with that. Yes.
Yes. Well, and I suppose the band, when you do get a chance to rouse spirits, that is great. But otherwise, I would ask that you look to Hoda for scavenging and to assist in food preparation. Once we get out there, of course.
Vicky and Club are they're like, yes, raw rats, our favorite. More than happy to help with Herda's cooking.
Rope has a slight eye twinge at that.
They look at you on purpose when they say that, and you can tell that they're joking, trying to joke, but terribly, as per usual.
Right.
Eliza says, anything we can do to help?
Right. Well, now that we have our rules sort of established, are we all ready to leave?
I'm not sure how I can help. You look over and see Opuff kind of staring up at you.
You had some magical capabilities that only Constance we've seen.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a bit of a magic user. The inclination to I guess the fairy types, kind of a magical misfit if you could put a label on it. Kind of rocks back and forth on his feet.
Well, we have a large group that needs protecting, and I suppose any of your magical skills come into play, well, we could certainly use them in any capacity. You know your capabilities much better than I do.
Kind of nuts. I can. I've got the ability to heal wounds. I suppose if we were to confront any combatants.
I think some form of confrontation is non-negotiable at this point.
Right. Well, I'll do my best to keep us enduring throughout this trek.
Thank you.
Any ability to hide hide us, or any similar thing, or distract?
He kind of, when you say distract, his eyes kind of perk up, and his ears do also. The tips kind of raise up slightly, lifting his raccoon cap up, and he, with like a small gesture, almost snapping his fingers, except you don't hear the snap emit from his fingers, but behind your head. And he kind of gives you a wink.
Ah,
I do.
yes, that would be useful.
It can be louder than that too, but yes, little figments here and there.
Perfect.
Well, I kind of look up at Iron Shanks and Gaston.
Are we are we ready to head out then?
Would like a moment. Iron Shanks, if could borrow your strength for a moment, please.
Of course.
He
I'll follow you.
walks down to the sarcophagus where Constant and Dame Talia are interred, and he stands there at the edge. And well, now that I'm standing here, let me double check. Did we take Dame Talia's breastplate from her body before we left her in here? Feels wrong to leave such a relic. I
No,
can't
it would be
recall.
useful. We took
Yes.
their shield and sword.
Yes, and I have Constance axe and her holy symbol, but at the time I didn't think I would want this, but after, well, I didn't rest much, but after thinking on it, I do feel that I should take this. So, can you help me remove this lid? I'll get that out.
I think Iron Shanks is going to go to lift it. I seem to be incapable of desecrating a tomb of an Iomedain dead. It looks like he's trying to lift it and it's just not working. You've seen him carry around this sepulchral lid.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to be unable.
Oh, all right. Well,
Someone else should be able to.
It's some gray area here, but anyway, shit, you've made me feel like I shouldn't take this now.
Garrick should be strong enough to help you with this.
He's going to try to pop it open himself, just push it open and
Okay. Yeah.
I tries to just stand there.
yeah, he wanted to. Sorry,
After a bit of effort, you're able to push the lid over, and you see Dame Talia's body kind of cramped next to Constance.
Yeah, and as he reaches in and he starts to recite some of the Iomedaean prayers that he has learned from these two through the last 6 years, saying, I will learn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not in my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. Just repeating things of that nature, and pulls the breastplate out as gingerly and gently as possible, and
No, you do so. Yeah, you take the time.
yeah, then
You're careful about it.
returns the lid, and after a moment of silence, just kind of standing there, looking down at the breastplate in his hands, and says a few more prayers, and the last one that he says is, I will guard the honor of my fellows, both through thought and deed, and I will have faith in them. I will never abandon a companion, though I will honor sacrifice freely given. He bows, puts a hand on the lid of the sarcophagus, and walks out.
Cool. Head back out. Everybody's a little anxious to get going. Nervous, excited, all the emotions that can be felt. Just see it come in waves over everybody.
Are you're wearing the breastplate now?
No, he's carrying it with him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still like decked out in his leathers.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Brett was just gonna look at Gaston.
Right. Do you have any? Do you have everything now?
Yes. Well, yes, I do. I have everything that I need, but there's only one left who hasn't decided to come with us. Is there any? He's kind of lowering his voice, eyeing over at Rockfell, and not sure if there's anything we could say, but feels wrong to leave her as the last.
You and Iron Shanks have had a much better, well, more of a relationship with Rockfell than I have. I think we've certainly been friendly, but I suppose that's me saying that I don't think I can convince her.
I'll try one last thing. I'm not good with these words and speaking, but I'll try.
What are words?
Right.
Says so. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm ready to go. So we should round everyone up and we can head towards the door. This won't take long. I'll probably fumble over my tongue and say something stupid. So go whenever.
Already, you know what? Yeah. Oh,
I'll look up, buddy.
all right. We're gonna get ready to head out.
So I'm writing in everybody else as Gaston goes over to entreat Rockville.
Sure. Yeah, you see Rockville. She's kind of been waiting at the entrance. Sorry, the egress of the entire crypt, the short hallway that leads to the double doors to the graveyard around Mordesh's crypt here. She sees you approach, and everybody kind of just hefts whatever belongs they have over their shoulder, and she kind of just gives you one of those like eyes you, gives you a little nod. She says, "Gaston."
Rockville,
Yes.
there's something I want to say, but I think that going to have to wait until we come back from this break before I tell you. Because it's 8 o'clock.
All right.
You monster.
Good call. We'll be right back. I was like, what do you... Oh, you called the break on me? It's very confusing.
Oh, sorry.
Fade to break. We're going to take a short break. Be back in about 5 minutes or so. So hang tight. We're going to see if we can get Rockville to join the rest of the survivors and party to travel together safely back to Volumus. Or to Volumus.
We're just gonna step outside and half the people are gonna die.
Yeah, immediately garner the attention of the hundreds of undead outside.
Yeah, immediate scatter.
That'd be something, wouldn't it? All right, we'll be right back.
Yep.
And we're back. Hello again. Welcome to part 2 of episode 6. Sounds funny when I say it like that, like 6. 6.
S-E-O-X.
Yeah. Something went on in the tomb.
Lots of CX. No, probably no sex at all.
Yeah.
But you all are packed up and ready to go. We've got one last attempt at convincing Rockville to tag along here. So let's zoom in real close to this conversation. Rockville's been waiting at the edge of the entrance to the tomb. And Gaston, you walk up with Rupert. She looks you up and down. She says, "What's up?" I mean, Gaston. Gaston.
Saw, dude.
Saw. Trying to convince
No,
me to leave,
no.
bruh.
Not going to keep that going. I want to, but... Rockville, we've been down together here for long fucking 6 years, but through that time we've all helped each other and kept each other alive and safe. It's become somewhat of a family sorts, and even though we're all different and weird and annoying and shitty in our own ways, it's still a family of a bunch of weirdos. Myself included in that assessment. But ultimately it feels wrong that we should leave one of our family behind. Just want to make one last appeal to you that you come with us. We can stop at your shop, find what you need, but then you should come with us. That's all I have to say.
She takes a deep sigh. Before she responds, I'd like for you to roll a perception check. Okay.
Why was one higher than the other?
Oh, you rolled Rupert's perception.
Oh, okay.
You have them both
They both
selected.
popped. It just add one.
Nice.
Okay.
Add one to that roll.
All right. Um.
Yeah, I can't unselect Rupert. Anyway,
Just left click anywhere. Does that not work? Unclick? No. Okay. The Rockvale takes a deep sigh, and she just says, "Look, Gaston. As much as I appreciate what you're trying to do, I don't think. Look, to me, this looks like nonsense. Look at all of you." And she kind of looks past you, and you're all so loud. It's not going to be great. Wrong move, and you'll have a horde of undead lurch upon all of you. You saw what... She kind of gasps. You saw what Talia did to Constant, right? You witnessed it with your own eyes. We all saw it. I couldn't imagine that happening to anyone here.
yes, but nobody was prepared for that. We know what we're walking out into. It would be ready. We're sitting back. We were sad. Completely agree. It's going to be loud, but we'll be ready.
She shakes her head. I don't... Look, I wish you all the best of luck. But I've got to watch out for me first.
Well, hope to see you in Volumus.
And she nods. You too.
And he gives a sad smile and pushes past her to start opening the door in whatever fashion is required.
Okay. You all see Gaston move past Rockville, initiating everybody's shuffling towards the exit. Rockville follows shortly after. It's surprisingly quite orderly and quiet. Gaston, you reach the two double doors that maybe been opened haven't been opened in the last month, maybe. But Garrig kind of sidles up next to you, gives you a nod, and you guys go through the motions of swinging the heavy stone doors open as slowly and quietly as possible.
Yeah, before pushing it all open, Gaston turns around and looks at everybody seriously and makes prolonged eye contact with the band, the goblins, Herda, Justolo. He kind of trusts the rest of them to understand the severity of it. Maybe a little bit on Marco as well. But just be fucking quiet. I don't want to fucking hear a single sound.
Justolo's eyes go wide.
Especially you. He looks at Justolo.
He starts to cry.
Shit. We'll take 5.
No. Herda will kind of like hold him close and kind of just caress his face and say, "Shh, Justolo, it's all right."
He probably wouldn't do that. It's just like looks at Herda like.
Well, to follow up and reinforce your point, I just kind of raised my banner as we all talked about in our silence rule.
Just remember, right? The banner will tell us when we can talk and when we have to stay quiet.
Everybody kind of just nods silently.
I give a nod to Gaston.
Let's go, Garrig. Pop
Let's
this
go,
bitch
girl.
open.
Let's go, girl.
Get it, losers. We're going to
You guys push open the heavy stone doors, and all of you squint as light bleeds through, and you see and hear kind of everybody like raise their arms to kind of help shy away from the light, and Rockville helps you to push open the doors quietly and safely. Rupert, as they've been trained, kind of slinks out first, takes point for a moment, and then appears back out. And you all clamber out of the crypt together, quietly, silently. You come to maybe the backside of a mausoleum all together, and Rockville kind of just nods, and she says, "I'm taking my leave here. Good luck. Goodbye."
Gaston just puts a shoulder or a hand on her shoulder, gives it a squeeze, puts a shoulder on her hand. Squeeze me once before you go. He reaches out, gives her shoulder a little squeeze, and doesn't say anything. Just lets her go.
She does the same. And then she kind of peeks around the corner of the mausoleum, and then, without looking back, just disappears behind some overgrown brush amid the graveyard and is gone. Surprisingly quietly. And you look back to the rest of the group. Maybe we can talk about how you guys are marching. What's the formation look like? Garag is kind of up there with Gaston. Let's maybe we can use this as a template here, going from maybe left to right. Garag and Gaston and Rupert at the front, and then everybody else kind of just put yourself in some kind of formation, I suppose.
We'll let Rote pick where he's going to be, and Iron Shanks will be within 5 feet of Rote at all times.
I think Rote needs to be towards the front, but in the center, so that everyone can see the banner.
Okay. I think that's kind of how everybody else is going to follow, roughly.
I think that works because the Kitsune family, I suspect, would be much more observant
Yeah.
than the others. So them being in the back, I think works well.
Yeah, I'm sure we come up with something before we go out to like do this sound. If you see something that maybe we didn't see, like go, yep. I would like, but fox sound saying that.
What the fox say?
Yeah.
Yeah, ding, 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 ding.
Actually, I think we'll go like this. There we go. That's nice.
It looks good.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. That's the formation. Gaston taking point. Garrig and Rupert slight behind him. Then Rote. And then Iron Shanks and Opuff behind. Followed by Marco, Justolo, Herdaw. With Bicky and Kleb on either side of Justolo. Then Crashian, Lizo taking up the rear with Retsinov and Retsnav, the two kits in between them. Jono and Ulova taking up the rear. They are in their fox forms. Because they are very hungry. And, yeah. But you all take off. It is quite barren. You're actually all maybe a little surprised at how empty it is of any life or unlife. Remembering back to 6 years ago when the outskirts here were just filled to the brim with people enjoying the Harvest Home Festival. All the brush is completely overgrown everywhere. The weeds about as tall as Rote, if not a little taller. But you're a little thankful as it does give you enough to hide behind as you're moving through the graveyard, then to the outskirts of the large barn, passing the tree. You might catch sight of some movement, the hand or shoulder or silhouette of some undead hundreds of feet away, but eventually you guys do make it to town proper. After moving through very quietly, you all come to the edge of the town center. Let's see what that looks like as soon as it loads.
Yeah, I know we had mentioned obtaining some ranged weaponry as well as a sword for Marco. I'm not sure if there was anything else that anyone had intended to collect in town.
If there's any scraps of food
That's, yeah,
or
good
you
call.
know,
Yeah.
gear, Iron Shanks probably needs an upgrade.
Be too noisy to assemble.
Stuff we could potentially carry though.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we had traveling gear on us, so backpacks, water skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I walk around with that at all times. You never know when you're going to be trapped in a crypt for half a decade.
Right. I don't know if anyone has a healing kit either. So really, yeah, anything we could scrounge up probably would be good.
I think Iron Shanks will be just picking up random scraps as we walk along.
Yeah, I think the Barris too with the bow. I could potentially just make one too, if we have the stuff for it.
Got that crafting?
I do.
Nice.
I mean, I know those recipes and stuff, but I am trained in crafting, and
There you go.
I am assuming trained in crafting, you can make a basic bow.
Yeah, there's anything rank 0.
Simple. Yeah.
Yeah, any mundane item rank 0. Used to need a crafter's kit, or crafter's recipe book, but it was like 5 copper or something for no reason.
Interesting. There's one right at Rote's feet. The first page. How to make a bow.
Well, I've been
Perfect.
working on making stuff since we've been down there.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. You're probably all kitted out with cool stuff.
All right, so
Seems like-
you guys are moving through the residential district. It is very quiet, but you're all kind of hunkered between the ruins of old houses and buildings, kind of peering every which way. You know the town hall is directly south, and then the bridge is where you want to end up, all the way to the east.
Seems like too much destruction for such a short time.
Someone has already been through here.
Are we in this route? Are we passing by anyone's home? Like anyone in the group?
If you bring it up before or during the walk, everybody is kind of the same consensus of just leaving everything behind. They don't want to risk checking out their homes. They want to leave and make sure they can get what they can here. To kind of peel back the veil a little bit here, we're going to be playing with a subsystem of Pathfinder 2e that is dealing with stealth, if you could imagine. Every time you guys
fantastic.
do something, well, I'll just say that. Let's see, how do I couch this? So, moving from one location to another, you've got to evade the few roaming undead. You've got to tell me how you want to get by each location, and depending on how well you do, you'll earn an evasion point. You'll either gain or lose evasion points. If you hit certain thresholds, things are going to happen. I'll just leave it at that. So you guys find yourselves at the corner of the town square, moving through the residential district. You know the town hall is directly south of you. Main Street is just in front of it with the town's well, and then all of the other town center buildings, including the lodge, Hope's Breath Inn, the trading post, Rockville's smithy, and the brewery.
Well, we were talking about going to town center, so I think our path would have taken us either directly by or through the town hall, right? And then into the center.
Town hall
scavenge?
is this building here.
Yes, into the void that we cannot see.
You're looking at the northern wall
Okay.
right here.
The priorities: equipment, food.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
and stuff.
And just as a reminder, since everyone within my banner gets a +1 to will saves, which I think is important for fear. Not that it will
Mhm.
save anyone, but just so we're aware.
So if no one else is going to decide, is there? You said that there's a trading post.
Yes, further east.
Sorry, I did not hear that piece in it.
It's trading post is Rockwell's forge, town center or town hall, which I don't know the value of that, and the inn.
The inn,
So-
so the trading post, the Rockville's, and the inn all seem to be things we should probably hit quickly.
Yeah. So equipment, weapons, food.
Yep.
Seem like the potentials there.
There's also
Town hall.
the cathedral.
Not sure.
Sorry, let me go from top to bottom. So we have the town hall. We've got the lodge that Eliza was staying at. There's the smithy. The restaurant called the Open Pot that's just across from Hope's Breath Inn. There is also... Wait, did I say Rockville Smithy also? That's to the south. The cathedral,
Yeah.
the brewery, and then the general goods store. Those are all markers that you guys could potentially hit. But from this position on, you've got to kind of tell me where you want to go and how you're making your approach.
I would say, because also I think, like I mentioned, right, we planned this whole route out, so I think all this discussion would have happened at the crypt, at least between the four of us. Perhaps the rest are not like super in the know, but between the four of us.
Okay. Let's
Mhm.
let's go above table then and kind of plan this out, because you guys would have known their exact locations, at least remembering slightly where they are. So
Mhm.
the town hall is directly south of you. Then 2 buildings east of that, you've got the lodge. Lodge is here. Again, we're just looking at the void. Sorry.
Mhm. All good.
That's fine.
And then south of the lodge is the restaurant, the Open Pot. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just going to stop pinging because we're just looking at black. And then south of the restaurant is Rockville's. Hope's Breath Inn is directly east of the lodge. Southeast of the lodge is the cathedral. North of that is the brewery, and then directly north of that is the good trading, the good general goods store.
The goods. Yeah, knowing the route, I also think it would be beneficial if we can find somewhere to make a lot of people just sit. Like if there's a corner with tall walls on 2 or 3 sides, say just hunker down and stay here. And people who are actually qualified to maybe go into a building can do that.
That could be the cathedral. Also, I'm not entirely sure if. Well, and Shanks, you would know. Is the cathedral even worth searching?
I don't recall a cathedral here,
Well,
but it may have holy items of some kind in it.
so perhaps we can go to the cathedral, have folks rest, and then section into 3 groups. I don't know if we need to go. I don't think we need to go to the town hall. I think, like you said, we need food, equipment, and possibly weapons.
Yes, that's all we should be prioritizing, especially since everyone's decided they don't need to go home to find their favorite shirts or whatnot. So just prioritize the important things.
I don't know if the restaurant is important to go to. I know that they perhaps may have stores of some sort, but typically an inn wants more dried goods than a restaurant that is cycling goods.
I would ask Herdar that. It was her inn.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Herdar is the.
Yeah.
What were your food stores like?
Well, if they're, to be honest, they're probably all gone at this point. Decayed, rotted, moldy. But if there's anything we could take, more likely bedrolls. I believe there's a first aid kit. And with that, we had some emergency stores of elixirs, anti-plagues. If those weren't touched or looted, that could be helpful on the road. And I know the open pot across the way there. They I'm not quite sure what they could have, but she's gonna just shrugs. Could be something useful. Couldn't tell you what though. Yeah, any of these, she's like, if any of the buildings are standing, I mean, there could be potentially any number of useful items in them. I couldn't. She just kind of stutters into saying nothing, just like I did.
So, general goods in Smithy.
Well, yes,
priority.
yes.
Agreed. Yeah.
We just make sure we don't scare Rockville and have her kill one of us accidentally.
That would be unfortunate, yeah. And do we go to the cathedral first, or do we have the parties split off and escort folks there?
We should. Is whatever the most central location is to those 3. Make sure that we're close by. I don't understand this map. It's like forts and castles on it, and don't.
Like half erased, yeah.
Yeah, can't tell what's real and what's not supposed to be on this map.
Well,
It's the cathedral might
correct
offer some
some of
protection.
these things.
I trust you to decide.
So
Remember
where-
this town.
Again, just shrugging responsibility onto Rote, who does not want it.
Where is the cathedral again? It seemed like the cathedral was further south than some of these other items.
Yes, from your current location, it is southeast, a few 100 feet away.
So we're going to General Store, Cathedral, Hope's Breath, and the Smithy. And we'd like to go in a line for those 4 places. Closest to furthest.
The closest of those three would be the Hope's Breath Inn.
Yeah, I guess if the cathedral's last on the list, we could just not do it.
So
Or last. Check it out.
Mhm.
Here, you
maybe
know
we
what?
go to the inn,
I'm just
clear
gonna reveal
everything, and
the
then
entire map.
have everyone hold up there while we search the other 2 locations.
Okay.
Sure. Yes, I think they should stay in somewhere they can be protected and hidden. Some kind of sound barrier.
Inn is 2 floors. They could hide on the 2nd floor. I think it's
Provided it's not infested.
right. We will find out when we get there.
Yes, we will, won't we? Huh.
All right. So Hope's Breath Inn first, with the cavalcade of survivors following behind you. Are they on your guys' heels, keeping to formation, or yeah?
I fucking better be.
Okay. As you all are moving through the residential area, you're heading directly east first. I'd like for all of you to roll a. Let's do. A will save.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is
I
it
did
fear
not
effect?
expect that.
Against fear effects.
It is
We
a
all
fear
have a
effect. Oh,
plus
goodness.
1 due to my banner.
Yep, just go ahead and give me those rolls.
Is it on? Does it? It should auto do it, right?
You might have to just add it if it's not.
Because it doesn't know if it's a fear effect or not.
True.
Ah, I see. I'm just gonna add my. Oh, can I just?
And these are public rolls, I assume?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Rolling. Oh, my. Iron Will.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna add my sewer rat. It's not, but it's the other one. It's still a plus 1, so it gets it in there. Oh,
Okay, that was
boy.
Rupert.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Oh no. How does
Rupert
my
goes
tiger have a
between,
higher will than me?
Nice. That's the E-Man Scaredy Cat version and the Battle Cat version.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
No, that's not Panthera. What was it? Yeah, it's not Panthera because it's Battlecat because Battlecat fucks.
Nice.
If you haven't seen Tom Christie's videos, they're real funny.
The creator commentary on He-Man is fantastic, and She-Ra.
All right. So with all of those rolls, everybody but Rote is fine as you're moving through the
Ironic.
residential area. I even rolled good for the survivors.
Or the one holding the banner to coordinate everybody.
Banner starts shaking.
You kind of hear and feel the echoes of the members of You as Hope kind of lingering on after their tragic deaths. Like you feel this low fog and miasmic almost thickness at your feet, maybe slowing you down as you're just overcome with this fear. You wrote are afeared. You're gonna take. Yeah, you're gonna be frightened 1 for a while, and I'm gonna take a little bit of mental damage. Oops. Why am I? Oh, that's the wrong. There we go. You're gonna take 4 points of mental damage.
Right. I think as we're walking, the Rote is not used to holding the banner for this long. And especially now that there's all this weight and it's very tangible and real. The banner is still up, but he's shaken, and I'm not sure if it's just allergies or everything's getting to him, but he has a bit of a nosebleed.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So, I'd like for you to all to kind of tell me how you're moving through. Is everybody just stealthing? Are you trying to jump from cover to cover? Or, yeah, kind of describe to me how you're moving through.
With Gaston and Rupert at the front, I envision them both somewhat hunkered, almost in a squat walk, trying to stay low against buildings, whatever walls remain. And one will lead up ahead of another for 10 feet or so and let the next one catch up. So they're kind of stepping along. And when they come to corners, one will peek around to the right, one will peek around to the left, and they'll look at each other. And Rupert gives his little cat nod of it's all clear that way. And then they'll quickly move across whatever openings there are between buildings and things like that.
Okay. Go ahead and hit that stealth. If any of the rest of you are trying to use stealth, also hit that in chat.
Ro is not using stealth. All his focus is on maintaining the banner, so I am actively holding the plant banner so that where is it? Where is it? This guy. Boom. Whatever. I can drag all of it into the chat. There we go. So I'm actively using this, but because of the concentration and because I'm feared, I'm just trying to focus to maintain concentration and direct everybody as I follow Gaston. I don't have the capacity to stealth right now. At least I don't have the capacity to stealth and keep up with everyone while trying to protect them.
Okay. All right.
I think Iron Shanks is keeping his head crouched over, keeping his head to the ground and sort of walking. He's using a combination of survival and stealth to just figure out which is the safest places to put his feet and then put his feet there and walk. Just he walks incredibly smoothly, like changing his step, his gait length as he's moving, just to go smoothly in that direction. But yeah,
like how a chicken's head stays stationary when you turn them. Like his head is
and it's
at
just
the
like
same
adjusting
height.
body to like adjust to rocks and things.
That's cool.
But
it's probably like really unsettling to watch happen.
Very mechanical, and there's like his head is just twitching.
Yeah.
To look at different things.
Okay. All right, and so, Rope, you're not trying to stealth, or is there any other check that you want to try to use to evade the undead?
I am singularly focused on making sure everyone can follow the banner and knows to stay quiet. So my focus is on keeping the banner up.
Okay.
And I think with the fear, I think it makes sense that Rope doesn't have the concentration to stealth.
Okay, that's fine. Let's roll an athletics check to see if you're able to keep the banner up high. I'll put this in the chat.
Using my strength against me.
Yeah, I was gonna say strong rat folk.
Strong rat folk can be acrobatics. Athletics. Great.
Oh, okay.
Almost bad. Almost bad.
There you go.
I was on a 3 there.
You have a 2+2 strength? That's awesome, man.
Like better than other.
Okay.
I have a +2 athletics.
Oh yeah, that's.
I
your
have
point.
a -1 strength.
-1 strength plus trained. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
The math checks out.
Sorry.
It's like, and the 10 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
Don't
Gotta
ask
get
me
you
to do
a
a pull-up.
carbon fiber flagstaff.
could do a pull up just because his body is so small.
Oh right, yeah. I'm probably like
The relative.
I'll move the NPC.
Oh.
Nope,
I got left behind.
I'm forgetting some people.
That's fine. I'm coming.
I'm just looking at the ground too long and like, oh,
Yeah, it's like
creeps over there. That's so
on
cool,
the
man. I
zombie.
love that. That vision or that image is really cool. It's like Wild Robot or something.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
we
just
just
these
saw this
like
for the
kind of.
first time. It's so good.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
great
so good.
movie.
some of this.
All right, so you're walking past the northern part of the lodge, Gaston. You can see that this building is intact, but Garrig is pointing eastward still to the Hope's Breath Inn, which is this building here. You stop as you come to the corner. You see that there is a door there, as the rest of the survivors follow after. Oops, someone's in a wall.
I can check the door.
Please. Gaston looks south down the alley there. Kind of step up with Rupert to guard this southern flank as Iron Shank attempts to open the door.
Push or pull it as appropriate. I assume pull.
Yes, you do so. It opens up to a privy. No, what is this?
My God.
It's
What sorcery is
it's the
this?
kitchen.
Okay.
And you see
Erda,
that there's another door
Show
to
us the fucking door to your house.
to the
to your
east.
inn.
There's a door to the southeast into the tavern
Yeah.
proper.
He'll turn to Gaston and nod, and then walk in.
Go. And then Gaston will stand there and usher everyone in.
We can't all fit.
What? The whole inn?
It's just the kitchen. We can't fit in the
How
kitchen.
Is there not a door from the kitchen into the rest of the inn?
There is, but is it? Are you sure it's safe in there?
Well, please just come inside. No. He's starting to lose patience and just kind of gonna silently push people in
Okay.
to the room.
All right, Justolo and Herdoff go into the room. Go into the inn after Iron Shanks.
Iron Shanks will be leaning down, listening to the door to hear if there's any on the other side.
You clearly hear several zombies groaning on the other side of the door.
Wait. And he'll look out. Look at Gaston, stick his head and go, shake his head. What? There's zombies inside.
Herdoff says, "Zombies."
Stay quiet. Is there anything to take from the kitchen?
She kind of looks around and she's, no, I think all the supplies are in the upstairs. One of the upstairs rooms.
Okay.
Is
He'll
there a
say to
window?
Gaston, yeah. Say to Gaston, there's all the supplies are in the upstairs rooms. We should either get up there or I don't know how loud it will be to fight the zombies.
Very loud. Sure. Gaston will look up the wall and see if there's a window that he might climb up to.
Yeah, there is.
Right. I'm gonna try.
Here.
I'm gonna reach into my bag.
It's not great, but
I'm gonna hand you a. It looks like a rather large arrowhead. That is kind of like. It looks like a grappling hook, like a miniature grappling hook.
well, I was hoping to get into fletching, but we didn't really have feathers down there. This should help you climb. It's meant to grapple from afar, but I don't have a bow. But it should help you get purchase.
So I'm gonna hand
Thank
you
you,
one
Roach.
of my grappling arrows.
Cool. It's going to be okay, Roach. Don't need to. I can hear your teeth chattering. Oh, your nose is bleeding.
Oh, oh, right.
All right. I'm going to climb this wall. Hopefully, have everybody ready in case I eat shit and fall. It'll be loud. We'll have to run. So, hopefully that doesn't happen.
Right. I'll just make sure with Iron Shanks that the door to the kitchen is closed after they
Yes.
take any items from it.
As this was gonna, if Erdar's grabbed everything she thinks is useful, I will usher her out of the kitchen.
There's nothing in the kitchen for her to grab here.
Oh.
It's all moldy, rotten, useless. She might grab like a pot and pan and some
Cooking,
cooking
yeah.
utensils, but yeah, other than that, there's nothing food-wise that's
Okay.
worth grabbing.
Okay, go. He'll wait for her to leave before leaving himself.
All right. Is this an athletics check, hopefully, to climb this
Yes,
wall?
absolutely.
Okay, thank God. Oh,
Do you have?
does it have to be private?
No.
Okay. And I don't know.
Well-
Will this give me a bonus? The arrow?
What kind of arrow is it?
It's a
Climbing
grappling arrow.
Grappling arrow?
It's a
I'm not familiar.
literally a grappling arrow.
Oh, sweet.
Got a little
I-
grappling hook on it, and I think a little bit of rope.
Yeah, I pull him out of the curtain. I do have a short bow, but it doesn't feel appropriate to have being in the crypt and going in as a band member. So I need to find a short bow to complete my inventory.
There.
Throw the arrow.
It breaks the glass window.
But
I'm sure there's not.
Knocks
Anyway.
over some china.
it's got a head. It should help you climb at least. And not without it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point,
All
my
right.
obol. That's not happening.
Going, hits the window, like bounces off the window. It's a tiny crack. But actually,
Oh,
Okay, there we go. It's a 22.
All right, you feel the grappling hook make purchase. Give it a tug. Feels firm.
Pull myself up the wall.
Okay. You do so. You get to a second floor window, and look down and into it, and see that the second floor has completely caved into the first. It looks like there's a couple of rooms that are just hanging open to the air, and just to give you a little bit of insight of what that floor looks like.
Oh, okay.
You see that there are 6 zombies kind of meandering about.
And that the southeast portion of the inn has also collapsed and is open.
Yes,
Okay.
that also. You could probably make your way over to one of the rooms to the north and search it, but you're kind of like you're hanging onto the windowsill awkwardly, looking in.
And no, he's gonna take stock of all of that basically, and how many zombies there are, all of the conditions in the building, and lower himself down.
Okay.
the neighbor from Home Improvement.
Yeah, there you go.
just big eyes, just like 6 zombies.
Yeah.
2
Try
nearly killed us.
to.
Go and roll a perception check too.
Oh, okay.
You...
Cool.
One zombie upstairs just staring at you.
Yeah.
That's a weird looking fly.
All right. Even after all these years, and the only brief encounter you had, you recognize Herda's husband and the man he was going to run away with. Both are on the bottom floor. Zombies.
Are they eating each other's faces?
No, but they're staring at each other longingly.
Oh.
They're the two in the center.
Yes.
It's like they're
Ugh.
doing a sad zombie dance together.
Wasn't to death, it was.
It really makes you think.
Yeah.
All right, Gaston, what are you doing?
He doesn't know what to do with that information, but he files it away for some potential future joke
Yeah.
and lowers himself down and comes back to the group and says, "No, the floor, the second it's gone. There's no way. There's 6 milling about. The southeast wall is completely caved. We should avoid that opening. So
Okay.
move on to the next. I think this is a wash."
Justilla says, we can take them? What do you mean?
It's too much of a risk.
If we're quiet.
And Shanks just slowly turns his head and looks. Just stares at him.
Just gotta chop their heads off and they can't make any noise, right?
Gaston is
Not just
looking
sorry,
at
Marco. Not
okay.
Not the
I
6.
was like, oh my
Marco.
god, Herda, shut that kid up.
Shut up.
I am gonna kill your kid.
It's the 16-year-old. The 15-year-old.
Okay.
That sounds like a 16-year-old. Yeah.
Marco, you don't have a weapon. Can't cut somebody's head off with a wooden board.
Well, I'm not saying I do it. You guys can. I mean, you have a sword. You can give me one.
What
Not
does the
these.
banner say? The banner
Two.
says, "Shut up."
As
all
I
stu-
say that, like I'm like shaking with with dry blood on my nose.
What was all that training for if we're not going to use it?
We'll use it, but we have to be smart.
Yes, when there's no other option, that's when you use it. This
Two
is
of
not a
these
discussion.
enclosed.
We need to go.
Yes. 2 of these in an enclosed area nearly turn more of us. This would be 6 in an unknown area.
Right. This time.
No. Yes. On to the next.
Yes.
Sorry.
please.
Is that what you were going to say? I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm a little nervous. So my voice has kind of changed, but it's hard to whisper in that Gaston's
Probably
voice.
I bet, man.
All right, so
Point me to the next room. I don't, or the next location. I can't
so the
recall again the map.
general goods store is directly east of here. Then
Excellent.
the restaurant is directly south.
What about the smithy?
The smithy is further south than the restaurant. So if I were to zoom out here
Sounds
a
good.
bit, this is the restaurant, and then just
Okay.
south of that, this corner here is the smithy, and then this
And then-
corner here is the cathedral,
Perfect.
and then here is
So
the
due
general
east,
goods
it
store.
seems,
Yep.
to the general store.
Right, that's the closest, and it avoids the opening. All right, let's go.
All right, so again, I'd like for you guys to roll either stealth or anything else you think you might be able to use to evade the undead.
If I could use survival to know what stick on the ground is wet enough to not snap, and one that would make noise and that kind of stuff to make his way across silently.
Stealth would be better for that.
Damn it. Okay. I just are fighting for +2 here for Gaston, who is not stealthy.
Here, there's these you could use also.
Okay. I would, if possible, I'd like to pick up Rote.
Oh, I can do
Seems like
athletics?
he's having trouble. I'd like to do athletics. Pick up Rote and
Yeah,
carry him.
you can use athletics to just move super fast, just sprint.
Oh, I think Gaston
yeah.
would do that because he's much better at athletics than.
Pick up Rote and then just.
That I consent. That and that allows me to hold the banner as well.
Okay.
So I'll keep planting my banner with my action.
This one.
Can I re-roll for Gaston with athletics?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. make that blind GM roll. It's a +5 difference, so I feel like that's important.
All right. I would like a roll from Rote.
Or what would you like me to do being picked up by the Iron Man?
Yeah. I'm trying to think about how I can get you to roll something. Um,
Can I roll a help
yeah, roll
for Iron Shanks? Because
ro-
there's the potential that I disadvantage him.
yeah. It's
Don't squirm.
a little awkward. Let's do athletics again. Try and hang tight, hold on to him. Make sure you don't fall off as he's running quickly across this gap, this road from the inn to the general goods store. Come.
There you go.
Come.
I get dropped.
Oh boy. It's not a critical failure, but it is a failure. Still, you guys are able to make it across.
I think during the run, as Iron Shanks picks me up, maybe there's a stone or something where you step and you squeeze me a little bit, and just yeah, like it tries just it's just a loud squeak.
Nice.
You can clearly see that this general goods store, the signs dangling above the entrance. However, the two front doors are completely flattened. The entrance is here.
Oop.
And you see that the shelves and countertops inside have rotted and collapsed, leaving really only the stone floor behind. There is well, I don't think you guys would know this, but maybe as you run by, you see that there's like a stone staircase that leads into a basement of sorts.
Ooh. Gonna pop my head one further in. Okay, so nothing. Equipment or any other non-wooden goods around, or just nothing?
You'd have to search, get in there
Okay.
and look around.
Okay, Iron Shanks will walk all the way to the other side to see if there's any, like, 20 zombies just on the other side of the wall.
You see nothing.
Not seeing anything. I will come back.
What? Actually, while you're doing that, what's everybody else doing?
I'm making sure everyone has closed in enough to where they can clearly see the banner and read everything, i.e. within my radius.
Yeah, they're all kind of sidelining as close as they can to the building, kind of around each other. This is very much out in the open, so they'll kind of spread out a little bit, get to...
I guess if people are there.
where did her dog go?
Yeah, and then I would make sure that as people are spread out, OPUF is kind of in between some, and then I'm in between some. So I want to make sure that my banner reaches everybody, but also there are essentially combatants lined up, so we're not all just positioned in the middle of this group that
Yeah.
outliers could easily get picked off.
Move Rupert towards me.
I've
My
played enough of
my
this
tokens
song.
are linked, so I can't.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
As Iron Shanks, you're about to turn around and kind of report back to the group. This ghoul pops out from the basement
Oh,
below.
dang it. Cool. Ah.
Flesh! Wait! You're not made of flesh! And then it sees the group just outside the main entrance. It's, oh, but they are! Yes! And then you see another one kind of jump out. Flesh, it's been so long! Two of them jump out, hissing, ready to fight. And we will continue this next time.
This conversation with the ghouls.
Yes.
Hmm.
It's a ghoul fight.
It's a ghoul fight.
Ghoul fight. Is that where you
Uh,
start throwing ghouls around?
Yeah.
The new drove tossing.
And Ghouls Out for Summer by Alice Goulper
Ghouls
plays.
for summer. All right, everybody,
Little bit
that's
of
it
stretch.
for this episode of Echoes of Death and Steel. We made it out of the crypt into U.S. Hope proper, scavenging as much as we can and avoiding undead until now, unfortunately. Don't forget to join our socials, hang out and chat, talk nerdy with us, get into our Discord, all that fun stuff. Hashtag StickerMeDaddy. And don't forget to live by the die and die by
Die
the
by the
die. Bye-bye.
Oh, you guys.
Oh, you
Corporate
people.
shenanigans.